Hello and welcome back to this course. In our previous video, we have discussed about the stack pane layout, and in this video, we will discuss about the grid pane layout. So what is a grid pane layout? With the name, it's denote that it is a grid of elements. So basically, in grid pane, all nodes that are added to it are arranged in a way that may form a grid of, you can say, rows or columns. It make a grid of rows or columns that may make some our application handy. So let's create our program so that we have a better understanding that how we can use the grid pane layout in Java. So let's do it. First of all, I just remove this from here and also all these from here just right now. And after that, first of all, I just create a little login screen basically that do nothing but to show you the grid layout. I create the login screen. So first of all, I type here the text, and in here I type t equals to new text, and here I type the username text, t1 equals to new text, and in here I type password just for an example. And after that I create the text fields. So text field tf equals to new text field, and I pass nothing here just for an example, and text field tf1 equals to new text field, and also I pass nothing here. Okay, and after that I have also to create a button. So I type here button b equals to new button, and I type here login. Okay, now I have two text fields and one button. So now I am going to use the grid pane layout. So I type here grid pane layout equals to new grid pane. Okay, and I just import the grid pane layout class like this. Okay, and after that I just type the minimum size of this layout. So I type here layout dot set min size, I think so this is the method, and in here I type 500 by 500 just for right now. And after that I have to set the gaps basically. So I'm going to use the set v gap and set h gap. So basically we have h gap and v gap. The h gap help us to represent the horizontal gap between the column, and v box help us to represent the vertical gap between the rows. So I use the v gap and h gap here. So I type here layout dot set v gap, and here I type 7. Okay, it is enough, and set h gap, and in here I also type 7. Okay, and after that I have to position it. So I also use another method here. I type here layout dot set alignment, and I type here center. Okay, center is good right now. And after that I am going to add the elements in the grid pane. So see it carefully that how I add element in the grid pane layout. So I type here layout dot add, and now I have to pass the node, column index, and the row index. I have to pass the three things. So first of all I type here the text t, then the 0 0, first of all the 0 row and 0 column. After that layout dot add t1, then I use the 1 comma 0. After that layout dot add dot add. First of all, I type the text field. I think so. I type here T2 and I type here 01. Okay, so I type here TF and I type here T1. Okay, so after that I type here layout dot add TF2 text field 2, and in here I type 1 comma 1 column and 1 row. Okay, now okay, it's TF1. Okay, now I have to add the button, so I type here layout dot add, and in here I type B and I type here 0 and 2. Okay, I think it is enough. Okay, we have add all the elements in the layout. Okay, so it is a little tricky layout. I hope that you understand. Now if I run my program, you will see this nice login screen on your screen. Basically, this is the username, then the text field, then password, then the password text field, and then the login button. So in this way we use the GridPane layout. I hope that you understand. It is a little tricky layout, but it is easy to use basically. So first of all, I have created the two text objects with the name in which have I typed the username and password, then two text fields, then one button with the text login. Then I have created the object of the GridPane layout with the name layout, and I set the minimum size of 500 by 500. After that, I add the vertical gap and horizontal gap of 7 and 7 between them. If I increase it to 15 to show you that how gaps work like this. And now if I run my program, you will see the bit high gap between the elements. So in this way we can add the vertical gap and horizontal gap. Then I have set the position, that set alignment position dot center, and after that I have added all the elements in the layout. First of all, I use the 0 column and 0 row. I think so. First one is 0, second one is the column. So yes, I think so. Let's check it. Layout dot add. Yes, first one is the column and second one is the row. So in this way, first of all, 0 column, 0 row, second time 1 column and 0 row. In this way I have added all the 5 elements in the layout, and after that when I run this program, and you will see nice login system on your screen. So I hope that you understand. Anyhow, if you feel any problem while understanding the layouts, you can definitely ask me a question. I am always here to help you. So that's it for this video. I will see you in next video.